Ok. Yo no voy a mentir. Hoy yo me siento como un niño pequeño. Como todo un millennial. Está el remaster. Los leaks eran ciertos. Así que obvio que antes de empezar hay que bajarlo. Vamos a bajar esto. Vamos para allá. Sí. Ok, sí. ¿Requiere cuánto? ¿Tengo cuánto? Vamos a borrar rapidito aquí esto. Un install. No hay ningún problema. Creo que tenemos más espacio disponible. Ahora sí, tenemos mucho más espacio disponible. Lo siento, GTA. Jugamos después. Ok. Lanzaron los leaks. Luego de los leaks, dijeron que iba a salir. Vamos a ver esto. Vamos a ver esto. Llevo todo el día esperando llegar para ver esto. 2006. Yo lo empecé a jugar en el 2007. Ay, bendito. Ay, bendito.
Take with you my
Sí, loot. Loot.
hope of the empire.
Loot y más loot este 2025.
Find him and close
Vamos a ver
shut
esto.
the jaws of
Lo vamos a
Oblivion.
disfrutar. Este año no se puede poner mejor. Ahí está para ustedes. Los leaks eran ciertos. Let's go.
Here we are 20 years later.
20 years. ¿Han pasado cuánto? ¿Cuánto? 20 years. What the fuck?
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Oof,
Obviously,
the
we're
DNA.
working on the 6th chapter
Ooh,
here.
Cheng.
But what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena.
Skyrim.
Each of them try to define
Skyrim.
role-playing games and
Stop.
open world games for their generation.
Miren eso, miren
Fans
eso.
got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling. And
Como
it's
todo
really
empezó.
Oblivion was
Yo jugué eso. Y no era nene yo cuando jugué eso. Diantre. Llevo mucho tiempo jugando. Demasiado. Llevo mucho tiempo jugando.
a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games
Up.
as a studio.
¡Pap!
I think
Hacho, el
when it
móvil lo
comes
cogí yo.
to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Yeah. That's
Coming
what we
back
talking
to
about.
Oblivion now with this tremendous
More
visual
sloppy
update
combat.
is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world
Para que
and
tengan
also
una idea, yo veía
this
eso HD.
evolution of our games. I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Mira para allá.
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like,
Damn.
there's this like flood of nostalgia.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with this.
Damn.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of
Este 2025, aunque tú no lo quieras aceptar, se está convirtiendo un año épico para jugar. Pero épico. Y obvio, también para criticar un par de juegos, un par de flop. Como Ubisoft. Ay, perdón.
coming out in the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
Gracias.
I was born 87
Gracias.
years ago.
Algo así para el Game
For
Pass.
65 years, I've ruled
Excelente.
as Tamriel's emperor.
2006.
For all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Yo no les voy a mentir. Yo voy a jugar mucho este 2025 y no es culpa mía. No es culpa mía.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks
Wow.
and feels
Miren cómo se ve eso. Miren cómo se ve
When we
eso.
decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris,
Ya quiero jugar.
and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
Wow.
We wanted to make the remaster
Nigga.
more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Are you talking, my friend?
About time someone got here. Huzzah!
Wow.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the
mucho.
remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full experience.
Okay. Va a incluir todo.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience.
Wow.
At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
A love letter to
You will
the
find your own
fans.
path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
Este es el combate de los millennials. Pero en esta nueva era. Gracias. Gracias, Bethesda.
The technology we
Thank
used
you.
to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
El Game Pass se está apretando. Uf, mira para allá, mira eso.
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting.
No puedo pedir
You're
más.
stuck here like
Mira para allá, mira para allá, miren eso.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit.
Wow.
Or eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Damn, Matt.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the
Qué
next
lindo
level
se
using
ve
the
eso.
latest technologies. We created brand new.
Juzgue usted. Se ve bastante exagerado. Se ven bien. Wow. No. Esto se ve demasiado de lindo. Mira esa armadura. La tela. La cara. La escama. Yo, nigga, o sea, yo lo estoy viendo 4K. Damn.
Highly detailed character models.
Miren.
And stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world.
Unreal
Every
Engine
single asset in this
5
game
está
was
el garete.
completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
We used an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt
Ya
each
se
face
instaló.
individually to adapt it to the
El
mesh,
character creation.
allowing us to share
Nice.
the model, rig, and texture.
Nice. Star Wars. El corillo de Star Wars. Mira aquí. El corillo de Bethesda se tiró un remaster. Y sencillo, character creation. ¿Cuándo? ¿Para cuándo, por favor?
As a result, all races, including Argonians,
pueden.
Orcs, and Khajiits,
Nice.
are built
Se ve
on the
super
same
nice.
base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the Guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing
Qué lindo
world.
se ve esto.
You really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle
Miren
a
eso,
more
miren eso.
complicated assignment. I would
Miren
like
cómo
you
se
to
ve.
retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thane.
¿Qué?
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
Oh!
It's UI and UX.
Wow!
It's audio.
Ah, nice.
We've updated features and systems across the board.
El combate.
We've changed the
El
approach to
visual.
leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and
Gracias.
Skyrim, so it's the
Gracias.
best of both worlds.
Thank you so much.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
Me apunto. ¿Por qué no? Combate para millennials.
Third-person perspective now. The original had third person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
Okay. Random.
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Okay.
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Hablando, Okay.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint.
Gracias.
In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Era obvio que tiene que tener sprinting.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini-games are the mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground you walk on.
You will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Nice.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
Okay. Okay.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here
Casi se poster de Starfield.
if we hadn't made that
Starfield se ve lindo, pero es boring as hell. I don't know.
The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to
Me
a new
arrepiento de haber
generation of
vendido mi
players,
juego de Oblivion.
I feel so
Con
lucky.
todo y caja.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks. Oblivion gates look absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel
No voy a
something.
mentir.
And
Esto se ve
that's
bien.
precious.
You're going back to a
Súper
world
bien.
that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special
Thank you.
place in my heart, and being able to
Thank
work
you
on this
for this
remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait. The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion remaster will be available today.
Thank you. Yo lo voy a jugar. Vamos a ver esto cómo se ve.
I was born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh 433.
No me arrepiento.
These are
No
the
me
closing days
arrepiento
of
de
the
ese
third
PC
year
Game Pass.
and the final hours
Mira
of
cómo
my
se ve
life.
eso. Mira cómo se ve eso.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Ok. Nice.
This is only the
Se pone
beginning.
mejor.
Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
Ok. The Red Wedding.
Of cleansing draws nigh. Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
Ok. Ok.
Here you must find your own path.
Ok. Ok. No voy a mentir. Me convencieron.
Find him.
Voy a jugarlo.
And close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Está en Game Pass. Sí. Sí, está en Game Pass. Hoy. Ay, bendito. Obvio. Era la aquí abajo. Si lo quieren jugar, lo van a encontrar en Game Pass, Xbox, Steam, PS5 y PC Games. ¿Ya se instaló? ¿Ya se instaló para poder jugar? Ya todavía. Ya mismito van a ver un par de clips por ahí. Me siento como un niño pequeño. No olviden que pueden seguir en donde Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, X, para que vean todo lo que estamos haciendo, vacilen con nosotros y sean parte del journey. Hablamos que voy a jugar.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.